It's a snackable version of the What Podcast today. Barry Corder, Lord Taco, I'm Brad. You can call me Brad. So this is we call it a snackable version of the What Podcast because you guys had some chats during Bonnaroo with some of our favorite Bonnaroo acts, huh?
Yeah.
I thought you called it a. I thought you called it a snackable version because I'm a snack.
Yeah. Yes. You
All
are
taco.
so yummy. Yes. Who doesn't want to put their face in a taco?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, as we've said before, part of the fun for us at being on the farm is being able to interview some of these bands that we've either learned about or are big fans of. And
Hey,
this
Barry,
weekend was...
do you remember the time years ago we were supposed to, I can't remember, was it Alt J? And we were like, I don't remember what happened, but it was either really hot or we were really tired. And we were like, you know what? Alt J's like 20 feet away from us. We're not going to be doing that today.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're like, nah,
Yeah, pass.
It would require us to walk, I don't know, a whole 20 yards. We can't do it.
Yeah, it gets way over there. And, we had the other one that we talk about all the time where we had to go find a cigarette for the guy, the name we don't mention. But
we don't talk about Bozzy around here.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bozzy. But then we've had the Warren Treaty moments where we just fell in love.
Yeah.
And
again, that was another one of those that I would have very easily punted on if you gave me the opportunity. If you give me the opportunity, the opening to cancel, I'm going to take it because I'd rather just sit at camp.
Well, I'm not going to lie. Backseat Lovers, who we're going to talk to, and Churches were back to back for us. They were within half hour of each other. And I think we went to see Backseat Lovers and then, like idiots, didn't bring the equipment with us and leave it in the media area. So we had to run from there all the way back, wah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is such a... there's always a comedy of problems when it comes to this group. Something stupid happens. Like, for instance, in today's chat, you just decided not to record it with Briston Maroney, did you?
Yeah, I did everything right, except hit the little red button.
It turns out the first rule in radio is you got to turn the microphone on.
It didn't happen.
To add on to that, I did the video recording. I recorded the first interview, fine. Then we redid it because Barry didn't hit record. So I hit record, and then like 40 seconds in, it stops recording. So we've got one full video and one full audio, but it's 2 takes.
I totally believe that the reason why things screw up, even if I'm not there, are because of me. I'm sure that's my fault.
I did blame you. Yeah, your name came up.
I've broken every piece of lawn equipment I've ever been given. I'm good. I said break everything we do here. It's usually always my fault.
Destroyed dressing rooms.
I had to laugh too because when we were interviewing Churches, they were drinking the Topo Chico.
Topo Chico.
Yeah. I just laughing to myself remembering that incident. But
I
don't remember if you remember Taco too with the Briston before we even started, and maybe it's why I forgot to hit record. Is my battery pack? The sun fried it.
It was not working. Yeah,
we couldn't get anything to turn on because it had been so hot. I guess sitting in my car. So fortunately, us had a backup battery pack, or we would have not had it at all. So
I remembered to bring extras.
Yeah, bring everything. That's the number one rule.
I have a different theory. I bring nothing.
You bring nothing and then blame. Yeah, that way you're somebody else's fault.
Hey, I didn't break it. Somebody else did it.
It's not mine.
It ended up. It ended up being great. Those are really one of my favorite things to do, is to talk to these guys, and they were all very receptive, and their management people made it work, and you were making it work from New York. That was kind of funny. I sent the text, or was it Churches or Backseat? You're like, I'm at dinner with their manager.
Yeah.
Here, set it up.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'll talk about that when we do the Backseat Lovers chat. But the one we start with today, Briston Maroney, you hit play, thank goodness, because the kid's got a great story, and the only reason I even know him or know of him is because one of my interns when I was in Chattanooga, randomly, she's a she's a superstar. This girl, I think that they dated when they were like in middle school, and she would always sit in the studio, and this is like 10 years ago, and she'd be like, I've got this friend Briston, he's a really good singer. Every time you're like, okay, sure you do. Everybody's got the buddy with a gig. Everybody's got the friend with a gig. And she just kept talking about him. And then one day I found him. He was on one of my playlists on Spotify. I was like, wait a second. This kid's actually a thing? Huh?
He's really good.
He's really, really good.
Yeah.
And he's just one of these that, Matt Mason types that he's going to write a good song. Not a good song. He's going to write these songs sooner or later. And it's going to, blow up. And we're all going to be like, hey, it's that guy again.
Yeah,
just a matter of
time.
He
was so sweet. It's a great interview. I'm looking forward.
Which
to
one? The first one or the second one?
It was good. Both were good.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the first one was a little more off the cuff, but we still got. He talked about his father, which was amazing because it was Father's Day weekend, and he talked about the wristband, which I thought was kind of funny.
What wristband? Like the Bonnaroo wristband?
Yeah, the Bonnaroo wristband.
Why would that come up?
Because in the course of the conversation, he's a Knoxville kid, so obviously he's aware of Bonnaroo, and I think I said, what did you know about it? And he just said all the kids would come back to high school with their suntans and their wristbands.
Oh, that's good.
And my daughter's friends, when they went, I think they wore those wristbands until they literally fell off their wrists. I mean, years. So
Yeah.
I asked him about that.
Let me tell you something. So I'm glad you brought that up, because one day we were eating, I don't know what the restaurant was, but we sit down, and the guy that's taking our order, he goes, hey, blah, 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 and I noticed the wristband that he's still wearing from Bonnaroo. And I'm like, oh, you went to Bonnaroo, that's great. And then he pulls the rest of his shirt up, and he's got like 3 years of bands on his arm. And I immediately looked. Do you know where I'm going with this, Barry? You know me. I literally looked across the table to the wife, and I said, we got to go. I can't. This guy is going to be touching our plate. I can't have this disgusting thing interacting with my food. That's horrifying to me.
It's pretty nasty, because I know you guys, I'm sure you're the same. When you get home, it's like when somebody loses a limb, they say they can still feel it. You cut that thing off your wrist and you feel it for the next week or two.
Well, my strategy with the wristband. I keep it so loose that I take it off every night. It drives me bananas. I hate the thing. I cannot stand it. I wish there was a way that we could figure out a different way than using these wristbands, because I hate. I don't even wear wristwatches. I hate watches. I don't like things around my neck or my wrists.
I'm with you.
Can't do
I figured out if you don't tighten it and use a rubber band to sort of knot it up, it won't fall off during the day. So then you can take it off at night or whatever.
Yeah. Plus, there's all those years where we were especially the first 2-3 years, where we were using other people's cut wristbands before they sort of got smart to it and figured out that, why don't we just start tracking these people as they walk in and out of here, so that...
my very first one, I left Sunday, as I did this year, but I left and stopped at that gas station, and a guy offered to buy it from me. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. They've been good to me. That's not right. And as I drove off, I thought, man, that guy looked like a cop. He was a narc. It was not a long-haired hippie. It looked like an FBI guy. And I thought, man, I'm glad I didn't sell that thing to him.
That's pretty ironic, considering you are the cop in the group.
I know. He came up to me, right? He probably figured the old man's leaving. This goes, he didn't want to be there. Yeah. But Briston was great, and I heard nothing but good things from all kinds of people. I think he's in a lot of people when they list their top shows. He's on a lot of lists.
That's
so.
great.
Nice kid, so nice, and he was he's been a guest on our show before. As we said, this was his second and third interviews with us.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Other than I'm trying to think, I want to do the big board of the guests that we've had on. Who has come back twice? Of course, repeat are well in the lead. They're the gold standard when it comes to guests on the show. Jeff Cuellar's probably second with 3 appearances.
At least 3.
We got Ken Weinstein on 2.
Yeah.
And then who else is in the double appearance category? I don't know. And we got Briston Maroney might be the only other one. We only have 4 return guests.
No. Was Aaron the guy who won the tickets this year? He was a Patreon.
Oh yeah.
David Grimes.
Grimes.
I guess you're right. We could throw in, the ham babies and the Rubuses in multiple guests, but
Daniel.
I don't count them. I guess for some odd reason. I don't know why.
They've been on multiple times. Yeah, sure. But as far as performers or like Cuellar,
you know what? If I get
Not
see,
me.
this is the problem. If I include the Rubus in the Hams kids, that means I got to include a Brian Stone. And I just can't put him on the list
if you were going to go
of multiple guest appearances.
Yeah, I wondered if you were going to go there. Yeah. Yeah, Stone's a repeat offender.
Oh, God. All right, well, let's do it. Let's start the first of many snackable episodes coming from this year's Bonnaroo with Briston Maroney on the What Podcast.
Hey, everybody. We are at Bonnaroo. You can hear the music playing in the background. I'm Barry Corder with the What Podcast. With me, Lord Taco, as always, and we have a special guest.
Hello.
A repeat guest. A three-timer now.
Technically 3-timer, yeah. The trifecta.
We might have had some technical issues, but we're not going to get into that. Briston Maroney is here.
Great to see you guys.
Thank you again.
Anytime, dude.
For talking to us. You were a guest on our show a few weeks ago, one of our favorite guests.
Oh, thank you.
And we have had you on the wish list of people we wanted to talk to when we were here.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you for making it happen.
Anytime, dude.
Tell me about Bonnaroo and what it means to you to play this festival.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just like the history of this festival within being a Tennessee native and just being a kid who grew up loving just like specifically rock music, but all types of music. It just embodies just like what a music festival is inside of my brain and was when I was a child too,
Yeah, I think you had said off the air that you knew of it from high school.
Yes.
You were talking about your kids would come back with the wristbands.
There was the one dude. I won't say his name just for what's the word, posterity's sake. But yeah, he was the festival guy, and he would come back. One thing I didn't mention last time was that I was most envious of his tan line that came from the wristband. So yeah, that dude rocked his wristband from Bonnaroo for like 7 years or something.
Oh, wow.
He was the kid who would go, and we were like 12, and I was still like just like eating Go-Gurt at my house, like playing GameCube, and he was out like crowd surfing at Fish, and I was
nice.
like
nice.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day weekend, and you've got a special guest here this weekend,
sure do.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My pops got to come out, and he's been able to come to some more shows in the past few months than ever before, and this was a big one for us. Yeah, I'm really stoked, man. Yeah.
What does it mean having him there for you?
I think the biggest thing, that we were hitting on is just that the fact that there's an audience there to see this music is very special and very beautiful. But we were saying that if all that was stripped away, knowing that he was there would be equally as impactful and equally as special to me more than anything. Yeah.
There's your Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Pops.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I know you're busy. You've got a lot of other interviews. What's coming up? What else besides this when you leave here?
We're working on new music that'll be out in the next few weeks. We're about to do a little run kind of zigzaggy with Rainbow Kitten Surprise, which I'm really excited about. And then we're doing some headlining shows in the fall, in September. So
Very cool.
yeah, man.
I said it before on the show, and I'll say it here. We really think big things are in store for you.
Thank
Briston.
you, man. That's so kind. You guys are so sweet.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
mean it. I mean, we've done this too long to lie, and we're not very good at it.
I think that's the best trait to have is being a bad liar.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you guys, man.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, kids, there you go. Briston Maroney, anything to follow up? Anything else before we go?
No, it's just so nice to hear him talk about his dad. And I mean, the idea that if the entire rest of the audience went away and it was just his dad out there, he would still be happy.
Barry, are
Yeah,
we
that-
not telling you we love you enough?
No.
Are you?
No. No.
Are you?
Never.
Is Dad
I'm-
not getting
I'm
enough?
fishing.
Is Dad not getting
I'm
enough
fishing.
attention?
I got some. I felt the love from Briston, so it meant a lot to me.
What about Brad Guy? You get love
well,
from
I had
Brad
to
Guy?
fish. I had to fish for it. No, it was just neat to hear that kind of thing. I mean, that was completely unsolicited, and it was really cool to hear him say it.
Yeah, that's great.
So
All right, well, you
nice kid, and I wish nothing but the best for him.
Yeah, and super nice of him to redo
Do
the
it
interview
twice.
after we. Yeah, he was very gracious.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that's happened to us before. Who else have we done 2 interviews with? We had to completely start over, and we ended up not even using it because this sucked.
Yeah. Who was that?
I don't even remember. I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
I think I do remember, and I
will.
will not repeat the band's name because they might be on the episode. Might be on an episode very soon. I don't want to remind them of that disaster.
Yeah.
We played it, I promise. No, we aired it. We must have gotten lost in the archives.
Oh, it was one of our favorites. Yeah.
Best episodes. All right, that wraps it up for us. Another snackable episode coming at you next.
Consequence Podcast Network.